Hey, so I'm at Burke getting a demo of a Specialized Turbo Levo SL. First time I'm actually riding an e-bike like for any amount of time. I have ridden for a single trail and in parking lots and stuff, but should be a good test for me. It's also the first time I'm going to be riding a purpose-built mullet. The only ones I've ever tried before were like swapping bikes with people that were doing conversions. So that's 27.5 frame and putting a 29er fork and front wheel on it. So should be interesting. We're in trail mode right now at 60% battery and trucking along at 17 kilometers an hour, which is quite impressive because I can do 12 up the road, absolutely gas, but this is like at a walking pace for me, so already quite impressive, a different experience overall. Yeah, I guess we'll catch up a little later once I've put this through its paces a little bit. So quickly, I'll give you a rundown. This bike, this is a like I said, Specialized Turbo Levo SL2. It has the full Fox 36 and the I believe that's the Float X Genie with the oversized can on it. Has the new Maven bronze brakes on it, and it's the first time I've tried wireless shifting, which is interesting too. I do find it a little clunky, but that could just be because this is a demo bike. Okay, so first thing I notice, well, we're at Lens, about 5 kilometers up, 450 meters vertical, 37 minutes. Honestly, I'm surprised. Like in eco mood, I'm working pretty hard. In trail, like, I obviously don't know how to ride one of these because in trail mode, let's get shifted up here, some at Lens. Like, it seems like the harder you put the gear, the more return you get. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try riding this with the motor off and see what that's like. Absolute first run on this bike. Ooh, suspension feels good, but maybe that's the weight. Ooh, it's gonna be greasy. So inside line, let it slide. Whew. Yeah, you really feel the weight, which is interesting. Brakes feel good, lots of power. I think you probably need it with. Now, granted, this is the light e-bike. I don't know the stats because I didn't really look at them because I don't actually ride e-bikes, so I don't really know any of that. But they're about 41, 42 pounds. This is an XL, so an S5. Wow, nice and quiet. Ooh, I should have gone over the rock. That's my normal line. Honestly, the balance feels pretty darn good. Like, sizing feels very good. I rode, granted, I haven't done demos for a long time, but that was kind of a COVID thing, and also I'd find out too late and they'd always be booked up. But the last one we did was Rocky Mountain, and I rode an Instinct BC, which just felt all wrong for me. For an XL, it just felt too small. Whew. Yeah, this feels pretty good. I'm gonna take the dirt side because wood gets kind of creepy. Like I said, turn the motor off. Might have needed it there, but overall, feeling pretty darn good. You know, for running as a bike. Like, I like the idea of having the motor when you need it and it being a bike the rest of the time. And I was noticing definitely on the climb, skip that one because it's a bit greasy. But yeah, I was kind of surprised how much effort and battery I was chewing. Ooh. These brakes are impressive. Never ridden Specialized tires, so it's kind of an unknown. But then again, if the bike is completely unknown, it's probably kind of better that way. Ooh, haven't felt that in a while. Ugh. Yeah, the big thing I always felt with running the 27.5 is every once in a while you'll find that root or the little bomb hole to catch you out. Anyway, that was lens. I'm gonna head up to Triple Crown and do an old school lap down, see what I think. Okay, so let's see how this goes on Triple Crown. Again, what camera am I on? Motor is off because I'm down to 17%. And I don't know my timing, but I'm probably not gonna get another climb in. Ooh. I do miss the big wheel. Not on plops. Plops are fine. It's the it's when you're coming through the chunky stuff. Like, I would say, like, so far this has been the best feeling. Granted, I have not ridden many mullet bikes. Ooh, do I want to go? That one? I think I do, I just don't remember it. Yeah, so I haven't ridden many mullet bikes, and this has certainly been the most composed. What I will say though is the weight of the bike definitely helps the smaller wheel kind of push through things. It doesn't hang up as much, because I had two bikes that were 27.5 and something that got a lot better once I went to 29s. Okay. Oh. Finding when the bike starts to track funny, like it kind of has this, like, overall handles pretty good considering the weight. Ooh. But I do find it kind of has this twist to it. So when the front end kind of goes and you start leaning, it kind of pushes a bit, but that's to be expected with the big batteries and all that extra weight. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this thing. It's impressing me. So I've realized that my time means that I'm not going to get another climb in, so I might as well leave the motor on, see what that's like on a descent. And we're gonna do a 6-layer run and then down to Green Bastard. That's what we're gonna do. I have to say, these brakes are very impressive for the amount of power they have. Lever feel, not bad. Ergonomics, not bad. I'm not a huge SRAM lever. Oh, look at this. Let's not play with scary wood on a bike, I don't know. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, I think. Oh. But like I said, I do find the front wheel seems to like rotate, push a little bit. Oh, darn it. Well, let's kick off anyway. So my perception of e-bikes from before still holds true. Oh, that was impressive that that turned the way it did. Ooh. Yeah. I said, like maybe the mullet helps the handling overall. I think I took a wrong turn. No, I didn't. I'm okay. The braids can get you here. Okay. In and over. There we go. Huh. So like there's moments where the added weight helps you in the suspension a little bit, but there's also times where it's a bit of a problem. So you have to adapt to it, but yeah, I'm impressed. Would I be riding, for instance, Armin's big range VLT on this trail as easily? Probably not. But that has the added bonus of the big giant battery, so. Ooh, okay, I don't remember where I'm going. It's been a while. The lighting's different, so of course. But yeah, I'm impressed with the composure. I'm impressed with the handling. Brakes are definitely impressing me, even though like the reason I run Shimano's on both of my bikes is for the ergonomics. So I do get kind of a, well, sore hands using this style of lever, but I think it's something that I could sit there and figure out playing with reach and stuff like that. Yeah, because these are probably a little bit too far out for my liking, but I just like how they feel a little bit more like the Shimano feel. You have an idea of where your power lies because you got a good bite, then you can sit and modulate it. So SRAM did a good job with them. I'm really liking that they're going to a mineral oil because I just think it works better and it's easier to work on. Okay. It's kind of interesting having the motor kick on every once in a while. This is our turn. I was leading a group ride here. A bunch of people that don't know this side of the mountain that well. And I found it very amusing that none of them, well, I lost half the group because a lot of these switchbacks are a little tough because there's not really places to stop. So as a group, you kind of have to be like, okay, so we're going to do this. And they all go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they completely miss the corner right like 2 seconds later. So we came down that and 3 of us made it onto Slayer. Everybody else went to lower Red R. I will say one thing that kind of has me spooked is when you shuffle, because like I like to shuffle ratchet a lot, and a couple times now where I've actually felt the motor kick on, not give a ton of power because I've left it in eco, but was just a little alarming. Ooh, okay, that worked nice. Do I want to do the drop? No, let's not do the drop today. Shoot towards the tree. So yeah, I would say, you know, even if you have no desire to buy an e-bike, go to a demo, try one out. They're interesting. Like, this is an interesting experience. Opening my eyes for, even still on the e-bike, can't get that one. For pros and cons, I would say, like, this would be more the style of bike that I would like, because it handles a lot like a regular bike. You're not feeling the ton of the weight, but you still have the pedal assist. I would say I'm a little disappointed with how quickly I chewed through the battery, but I get it. Burke is a very steep, nasty climb. Plus, I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I going? Oh, that's one exit. Interesting. I didn't even know that. So this is Red R coming down. Okay, that's Lower Red R coming down. Okay, I got it. I know where I am now. We're gonna go this way. Oh. Yeah. But I do like how, like, the motor kicks on for that pedal, but it actually doesn't take off when you, granted, I'm sure if I put it in turbo, it might be a little different. Ooh, that felt a little weird. Ooh. Yeah, so like I said, I would say the front kind of does tuck. So you get kind of like a low side problem. But overall, I'm impressed. So typically I don't run my brakes this flat, but I figure it's probably good for me because it makes the bike feel very different than my own. So it makes me think about stuff a little bit more. What gear are we in? Ooh. But yeah, I'm very impressed with the brakes on this thing. And overall, like, the handling's pretty darn good. The added weight to that sent that a little further than I expected it to. Wow. You can compare this time to, because I rode this earlier with my buddy Rob. Wow. I do find it doesn't pop as easily, so you can't really flick it as easy as the other bike, but that's to be expected. Okay. Wow. Hi there.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Yeah. All right. Let's go hammer down Hustler. Beautiful. Back to the van.